Hi folks, this is Matt Hall from Making Stuff Better. And this term we've said, what are the 10 top questions that school leaders should be asking themselves? And we're producing a series of webcasts, podcasts and articles that attempt to answer those. One of those questions was, are you looking for consistency or coherence in your school? Now, consistency is something that we look for all the time in schools as school leaders. It's a really important thing. You want to know that your kids are going into classrooms that are where learning and teaching is taking place that is consistent across the school. You want to know that people are applying the behaviour policy consistently between classrooms and between key stage leaders or year leaders. You want to know that people are being consistent with the way in which they carry out marking policies or the way in which they carry out assessment policies. You want the educational experience for kids in your schools to be consistent wherever they go in it. It's a really important thing. However, the word consistency tends to create trouble for you in your school if you use it too much. And by trouble I mean that staff react to it in quite a strange way. And I've seen this happen. Because when you're saying consistency, even though you mean something that is a really pretty positive outcome, what staff hear is, I want you to be the same. I want you to teach in the same way as that person. I want you to mark in the same way as she does. I want you to do it the way that everyone else is doing it. And if you know anything about teachers teach because they want to be themselves. They want that space to be creative and autonomous. And that's the thing that teachers thrive on. So I suggest try not using consistency, but try using coherence. Coherence is a really great way of thinking about what you're looking for in your school. What coherence means is that things are logically connected. So you're going to watch a teacher and you want to see that there's coherence in the way that they're marking their books, in the way that they're delivering the lessons, in the way that they're outlining the learning objectives. You're going to see the same teacher 3 weeks later. You don't want a consistent lesson. You don't want it to be exactly the same as the one you saw 3 weeks ago, but you want it to be coherent. And so do the kids. They want to know how that lesson logically fits with the one they did 3 weeks ago. Start using coherence and you'll start to see more deep and meaningful connections and conversations happening between staff. Coherence means the way in which your science team might work with your geography team to produce a coherent curriculum. It might be the way your pastoral team might work with your academic team to look at behaviour. It might be making sure there's coherence between your marking policy and your assessment policy. It might mean you've got coherence in the way in which you communicate with parents about homework. Coherence is a great word because coherence gives people the freedom and the manoeuvrability to do what they want and be creative and deliver the curriculum and the lessons in the way that they like, but it still allows them to be part of the whole and the overall vision that you're looking for. So the next time you're tempted to say that to your staff you're looking for consistency, or the next time you're tempted to write a policy that endeavours to produce consistency, just try that small shift and see what happens if you start talking about coherence. Just try it. Let's see what happens.